Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the channel. So, if you do not follow me on social media, I have some breaking news. I have kindly been invited by 2K to attend a virtual preview event for the PGA Tour 2K21. So stay tuned for all information regarding that and the game on the channel. So today we are going to be competing in the 3M Open. It has been a while since we featured a PGA Tour event on the channel, so let's get right into this. As always, we are going to be taking on the AI on very hard difficulty. Course conditions should all be default. There was only one tee option, which was the gold. So fairways are firm, green speed is fast, everything else is left to default. Actually, a few of you have asked me to cover this course on the channel. This course was designed by Timothy Zach-Zeek, and it is the TPC Twin Cities Tour Edition. Now, obviously, this does host the 3M Open, and the course is situated in Minnesota. So really looking forward to playing this one, guys. But as always, thank you all so much for the support on the channel. I truly appreciate it. So, TPC Twin Cities Tour at the 3M Open, hosted by the virtual PGA Tour. So 5 mph wind. I love how he's got the yardage markers out on the fairway. It does give you a good indication of how far you have got left to the pin, especially in true sim golf. Not the cleanest of swing lines, but we should just about avoid the right hand side rough there. Nice favourable kick on these firm fairways, and that's going to leave us 139 yards into the pin, down 7 feet, 7 mph wind in my face. So we are going to have to deal off this pitch and wedge just a few touches. Green is going to be turning quite aggressively to the right, so just kind of 2.5 touches. This ball should carry about 134 yards and hopefully release 2 yards on these firm greens. Well, a good firm bounce. So let's see if we can execute the shot well. It's tracking well. Should get a firm bounce. It's coming up a little bit shorter than what I expected. So I actually sat down a lot quicker as well. Didn't get that firm bounce I anticipated. So that's going to leave us a 12-foot putt. 1 inch uphill. Green speeds are 187. I think it's actually been a couple of rounds since we played greens of these speeds, so it may take me a few holes to get back into the swing of things and get a feel for them. But missed the birdie opportunity, but we do tap in the par, and we are going to kick off the 3M Open at level par. John Ram currently top of the leaderboard. Jordan Spieth, Tony Finau, Shane Lowry, Justin Thomas, who is the cover athlete for PGA Tour 2K21. Really like these kind of like advertising boards that are either side of the tee box, just there. So just applying a touch of draw here to counteract this 12 mph north wind, which is going to take us from left to right. Great tee shot. Should use most of the fairway here. That is going to run out very well for us. Should be another wedge into this green. Could actually even be a pitch shot. Got a 10 mph wind behind us. Ooh. So we are going to loft up this pitch and wedge. Should land good 6 or 7 yards short of the pin, and hopefully check up near the flag with a good execution, that is. This is a shot I have had to practice for a good multiple hours. It's carried a lot further. Wow. For some reason, the pitch and wedge just doesn't really seem to check up as quickly as you would expect in the game. So we made a right mess of that. We're left with a 22-foot putt for birdie. This one is really going to turn hard right. I think we've played that really firm, you know. Really came off the bat very firm. We have. It's actually ran probably about 6 or 7 feet by the hole and to the right. Not a good read, nor weight. But this is a little tester for the par save. Should turn, does turn, and we do manage to scramble the par there after a poor putt for the birdie. So we're currently 99th. John Rabb, Abraham Answer, co-leaders. Hole number 3, first par 5 of the round, playing 556 yards, stroke index 15. Just setting this down the right hand side of the fairway. Wind and the bounce should bring us back. Looks like the fairway is going to kick to the left. But also as well, guys, I have reached out to the design and legend that is Arctic Fury. So we are going to be doing a Q&A with him. Probably going to be one of my last videos on the Golf Club 2019. So if you don't have Twitter or Reddit, where I've posted, I am asking for you guys to come up with questions. I will select the best 18 questions submitted. So feel free to submit questions that you would like to ask Arctic Fury in the comment section. So 5 hybrid, try to kick this on from the rough actually. It's a really good strike. Should get a nice firm bounce out of this heavy rough. And hopefully it sits down. That's a fantastic approach shot, and that is going to give us an eagle opportunity, probably from about 6 or 7 feet here. Going by the greens though, I was actually expecting it to be a tougher putt than that. We do drain the eagle. If we move to 2 under par, that is going to place us in the top 30. Justin Thomas, John Rahm, Abraham Answer. What a leaderboard. As we move on to hole number 4. Par 3, 180 yards, stroke index 11. What a fantastically well designed course this is, by the way, guys. Not had a chance to watch any of the 3M Open, which is currently being played just now. But 6 iron, just going to deal off this. Should land short off the pin, probably 4 or 5 yards, and hopefully run out, depending on how much this wind's going to carry us. Decent strike. Oh, that wind has really carried us. And with the firm fast greens, that's going to run past a good 12-15 feet. Didn't expect the wind to take us as far as that, to be honest. So a bit of a misjudgment on my part. This is a makeable putt though. It's only going to turn the first 6 feet here. Oh, it's turned more than what I allowed for. As you're going to see, it's just going to sweep by the right hand side. That's a poor putt. Should be making putts like that, especially when you're trying to win tournaments here on the Solo Society. Hole number 5, par 4, playing 441 yards, stroke index 5. But really like how he's picked out the cart path in that colour. Really good attention to detail there. Certainly catches your eye. So I think we're going to have to use this slope here to hold this fairway, otherwise we could be long. So just try to hold the ball up in that little slope here. Should kick left and hopefully die down a little bit. But this is the first time we've ever featured a course from Timothy Zaczek. I do try and feature as many different designers as we can, guys, to get them out there in the community and for you guys to go and play them. But certainly a fantastic looking course so far. Looks very accurate to what I've seen of TPC Twin Cities. So this should kick right when it lands. Just try to use the contours of the green here. Oh, huge bounce out there. That's the kind of bounce out I was expecting on the first green, which it didn't happen. But that one really kicked out. But we should have a makeable putt here from 8 feet. Oh my goodness, it's my putt line. Pardon me, that wasn't a pure read, guys. It was a pure execution on my putt line. And with that, we failed to pick up the birdie. And we are going to remain at level. I was going to say at level par at 2 under, thanks to the eagle a few holes back. But really not putting well so far this round. But a fantastic leaderboard, as you can see. But hole number 6, par 5. Playing 582 yards. Second easiest hole in the course, coming in at stroke index 17. So the fairway is going to slope to the left here, I would imagine. So just setting this down the right hand side. Oh, there's an unintentional fast. Pulled it slightly left as well. May kick to the right though now where we're going to land. There we go. The fairway was always going to veer to the left. It should set us up with a makeable approach shot. Oh, actually, I don't know. Look at that huge false front. Beautiful bunker work, by the way. I think we may just come up short of the green here. It's a huge false front defending that 6th green. I don't think we've got enough power to get up there with the wind. It may kick to the right also. Yeah, has done. And a more favourable wind, we probably could reach that into. But wow, the wind's really fluctuating and changing out here. We've had 12 mile per hour winds, 5 mile per hour winds. So just going to loft up this pitch and wedge, try and flop this. Should run out a good couple of yards. It shouldn't sit down instantly. See if we can get this close to the. There's a very slow. It's been very common on my short game, guys. My flops, my chips, and it's not down to the game. It is due to me. And with that very slow, we've came up really short and a little bit to the right. But we've got a 16-foot putt. Going by how we've been putting previously, this should drop, but I wouldn't take any chance. Oh my goodness, early. I think I gave myself a kiss of death there. Really not putting well today. The thing is though, it's making it interesting with the AI. I reckon 9 under takes home the 3M Open trophy. But we are currently 3 shots off the co-leaders due to our putting. Hole number 7, short par 4, playing 338 yards, stroke index 13. Looks like we're going to have to try and thread the eye off the needle here. Just try to find the centre of this. Looks like it's fairly straight. I think anything left and right, we could be in the bunker. 6 mile per hour wind should hold us up as well. Ah, it's not the best of swing lines. I've pulled that left. It's going left, and I think that's going to kick left into the bunker. But the course has some beautiful defences in and around the greens. Fantastic bottleneck fairway there with bunkers either side. So let's see if we can execute this flop shot better. 77-85, de-lofted it, choked down on this. Should release very aggressively when it hits the green. It didn't hit the green though, it hit the fairway first. I really expected to land that on the green, but nonetheless it's not bad. It's going to be pin high. Should be an uphill putt. It's going to turn to the left, looking by how the ball ran out there. Just a little bit to the left. Just going to take my time with this one because we missed a putt on the previous hole, which is very similar to that. Good putt line. And at long last, we do convert one of these birdie opportunities. And that is going to put us up to 19th on the leaderboard, just behind Gary Woodland, who is out as a solo leader at 6 under par. But really enjoying this course, guys. Absolutely stunning course. Thanks to everyone who has recommended this course. Like I say, I'm going back a few months to yesterday. I've had requests to play this course. I think we're going to have to de-loft this 5-iron. Should land front of the green and hopefully run out well for us. Really in between clubs in this one. Hybrid's going to be far too long. Decent strike, slight pull to the left again. Green is going to turn to the left here, I think. That ball landed just on that uphill ridge, which would have took a couple of yards out of it. But really happy with that, actually. Didn't really have any other option there. 21 foot. Up 4 inches. This one is swinging from right to left. But I feel I've got back to the speed of greens. Been playing on medium fasts, medium slows a lot lately. Turn. Oh, there we go, guys. Best putt of the round. And we do pick up back-to-back birdies for the first time in the 3M event. And we move to 4 under. Tied 7th. Hole number 9, par 4. 477 yards, stroke index 3. But guys, get me in those questions for Arctic Fury if you've got anything to ask the man. He is an absolute legend and an inspiration to many in this game. But look at this little tee box here where the advertising boards are folded down. Very, very cool touches here. Very unique. That should find centre of the fairway. It's probably going to kick a little bit to the left. Look at that. We're going to be right up beside one of these yardage markers, just to the left of it. Really like the little touches of extra that the designer has added to this course. We're really going to have to loft up this 8 iron here due to the ball sloping away from us at our feet and that wind. Just aiming right at the pin. Applied a good bit of loft here. This should sit down fairly quickly. Should really come up short of the pin. Should run out a little bit. There we go. Really happy with that. Maybe didn't need to loft it up as much as that. But it is going to give us an 11-foot putt. This one's just going to turn a little bit to the left. Probably going 2 cups to the right. Should turn. It does turn. And we are now starting to get a range on these greens. And we move to 5 under. Tied third, just behind Jordan Spieth and Keegan Bradley. So, hole number 10. Par 4, 383 yards, stroke index 12. Water really catching your eye there on that flyover. So a 10 mile per hour wind that's going to take us to the left. So just counteracting that wind with the line we're taking. And this should be, I think this is going to be another pitch, you know. Ideally it's a lob wedge. But I think with the runouts we're getting in these fairways, it's going to be a pitch. It is a pitch, 74 yards. 7 feet. So let's see if we can learn from the previous pitch where it really ran out. This one should just check up slightly before. Oh, not the best of swing lines. Pushed it right, but it looks like we're going to get away with it. Should check up slightly before the... Oh, that really checked up in its second bounce. It's going to give us a putt for birdie. 13 footer. Ball's breaking just a tad to the left. Oh, it's turned a lot more. Turned a lot more than I expected that one too. And yet another birdie putt slips away from us. I wonder if these missed putts are going to come back and haunt us. But it's great that the AI are performing fairly well. Quite a challenging course, to be honest. But as we move onto the 11th, par 4, 416 yards, stroke index 16. So we're really going to have to loft up this driver here, I do feel, to hold this fairway. It is downhill. Certainly don't want to be trickling into the rough. Oh, I've pushed it right. Tough shot when you execute. Well, should I say it's a tough shot to execute when you apply that amount of loft, but we've just about gotten away with that, and we are going to hug on to the right hand side. But another shot I have been practicing, guys, trying to think, or should I say forward thinking for PGA Tour 2K21, where you're going to have the power meter. I'm not sure if you're going to have to use that or it can be turned off, but I've been trying like 90% swings, 95% swings. We may get an opportunity to showcase that rather than like changing clubs. Been working fairly well in the driving range, but that's a great shot here. This should... Oh wow, that is way short. Maybe didn't give that the full focus that I should have, but I didn't expect a 4 mile per hour wind to interfere with us that much. So 24 foot putt. This one is going to turn to the right. Looks like it may not turn back. That tiny little break, it was going to take it back towards the cup, wasn't enough to bring the ball back. And we do pick up the par. So not firing on all cylinders so far this round, but oh wow, we've got co-lead. Spieth and Woodland and Bradley must have dropped a shot there. Oh wow, look at that tee box. But hole number 12, par 5, easiest hole on the course, but that is such a cool tee box. Let's actually see if we can have a look at that. That is very unique. I hate the camera on this, so sensitive, so I'm trying to do it slow, guys, not to give you vertigo. Where are we? There we go. Slowly zoom back in. But look at that. That is so cool. Such a unique touch. Now, oh, this could be an opportunity to do this. No, right, what we'll do here, guys, I'm trying to probably get a 90% power swing here, so just going to fully loft up the driver to give us a bit of a safety net. It's not as easy as what you would think, but it's doable. I actually got 95, but a fantastic swing line and tempo execution, and with that we're probably just going to come up short at the edge of the fairway. But great to be able to showcase that, because it is a shot I have been practicing, and that is going to leave us. We could really get close here. This ball is going to kick hard left off that slope, so just allowing the wind to take us round to the right, and hopefully the kick we receive off this fairway kicks us left. It is a downhill green. We may actually go long here. That should actually slope away from the pin, going by the overhead flyby. Does hold the green though. Probably going to be about pin high, about 15 footer, 18 feet, 2 inches uphill, but it is an eagle opportunity. Love the crowd work. Looks like the hospitality tents there. Fantastic work here. I'm not sure if it's as breaking as much as this, but I'm just giving it the respect. Is that going to turn back? No, it didn't. It didn't. Didn't really hit it neither. But we are going to pick up second prize. And we move to 6 under par. Is that going to be enough to put us out as a sole leader? No, we're there with the Welshman, Willie Griffiths. 2 of us carrying a flag for Europe. I think we're actually the only 2 Europeans currently on the leaderboard. John Ram seems to have disappeared. But 202 yards, down 15 feet. Oh, really in between clubs here. A 7 mile per hour wind should really take us round to the left. Green should take us back as well. So I'm just going to allow this wind to actually take us past, more to the left of the pin. We've choked down on this and de-lofted it. Great connection. The green should really swing back to the right. Oh, that is going a lot further. We may miss the break here. Yeah, we did. I didn't expect that to carry as far as what it did. But it's going to give us a birdie opportunity. 16 footer, downhill 2 inches. Should break fairly quickly down this slope. Is it going to turn enough? Is it going to turn enough? Oh, early. Not impressed with my putt line today, guys. I have been pushing and pulling a lot of putts, which does affect the outcome in Master Clubs more than you would think. Tough par putt, but we do manage to walk away with the par. But I hope this is a really entertaining watch, guys. Spieth back in second at 5 under. We are the current sole leader out here at TPC Twin Cities Tour version at the 3M Open. And the AI is really giving me a run for my money here. So just going to apply a touch of draw here. Really relying on this wind. And we should probably land near this yardage marker. Decent swing. The draw should start to take us round. And we are bang in line with that yardage marker. That was my target. So we should have a nice angle to go and attack this pin here as the wind picks up again. 11 mile per hour wind. Now normally I would go to a full lob wedge here and just loft up, but with that wind it's not going to happen. So we're going to continue with these pitch shots that we've not been playing well and see if we can actually pull one off. I think we're going to have to go 9 iron and really loft this up, so it's almost full lofted here. The wind will carry it a little bit as well. It's a very slow, and with that it's going to be short and right. Jeez, early, just not playing my short game as well as I can. Now these very slows are 100% me, guys, on the short game. We're just going to attack this chip. Almost fully lofting up this lob wedge. It's downhill. If we get it on the right line, it's got a chance of going in if we can get the yardage. Great execution, that should turn. This could go in, it should go in. Oh my goodness. I think that just sums up today's round. That looked as if it was going to drop from at least 3-4 feet out. Obviously cellophane on that cup. but we do pick up the par, and with that remaining at 6 under. Patrick Cantley, John Ram making moves back on the leaderboard as well. But hole 15, I really can't believe the fluctuation in the wind here. 1 minute we're double figures, next we're down to 5-6. So just looking to find the centre of this fairway. Should kick a little bit over to the left. We're going to be right next to this yardage marker. What does it say? 150? Let's see if it's accurate. 100? Yeah, it is. Bang on. Wow. That is a fantastic addition to any course in my opinion. So 148 yards, up 18 feet, 5 mile per hour wind. Just deal. No, do you know what? I don't think I need to deal off that. Just going to reset it. I think we can just play this the way it is. Should turn to the right, hopefully kick out left towards the pin. It should get a firm kick to the left here. Going by the contours of the green. Hasn't got the legs. Just coming up a little bit short. It's going to be a makeable putt from about 7 feet, I would imagine. 8 feet. Saying that's quite an aggressive break here for an 8-footer. Just going to play this dead weight. Hopefully the break turns. Is it going to turn? It does. It just sneaks in the side door. And at long last we do convert a decent putt for birdie. And we now have a 2-shot lead over Spieth, who's back in second. But hole number 16, short par 4, 377 yards. More than likely going to be another drive on a pitch here. This is downhill. I'm going to persevere with the pitch shots. You'll get a lot of folks saying I've not been playing that well. I'll go 2 wood and leave myself a full wedge. I clearly need to work on my pitch shots, guys, so I'm going to take that. And what on earth is that? That looked like a rock. Is that a rock in the middle of the fairway? Let's actually go back and have a look at that. It is. Wow, now I've got no idea if that's deliberately been placed there, but I feel as if it has. The course is too perfect and the designer seems too talented to have a deliberate mistake, a non-deliberate mistake. I think he's put that in there deliberately as a feature, or maybe as a hazard if you hit it. So 61 yards out, just lofting up this low wedge a touch. There we go, far superior execution. So I actually went a little bit more to the left than what I would have liked, but it's a really good pitch. Should set us up with about 6 to 7 foot putt for birdie. It's our best pitch of the round anyway. A little bit longer than I thought, 9 foot. Slope at our feet must have took us more to the left than I anticipated, but good putt. Centre cup. And we do pick up another birdie, and we move to 8 under. Let's see if we can finish at 10 under. I predicted 9 under would win this event. It looks like 8 under could well be the winning score. But look at this for a beautiful par 3. Look at that cart. Wonder if the designer would actually donate me a cart if we can hold this. Wind's picked up again, so I'm going to have to go 6 iron here and just deal off it a few touches. Let's see if we can get this one closed, guys. Would really love an ace here, especially with that car being advertised the way it is. So just deal off in this. Should sit down fairly quickly with that wind. Should land short of the pin. Just picked up to 12. It's a great strike. Tell you what, this is looking good if it sits down. Get down, get down. Got a chance. Oh, it kicked right. That took a really aggressive bounce to the right. But good effort. Probably looking about a 15 foot putt. 11 feet. My yardage guesstimates on the greens have been so far off today on occasions. But this is a makeable putt. But we've missed so many of these this round. That looks like it's holding its line beautifully. It does. And we do manage to pick up yet another birdie. And we move to 9 under par. So that's 7 birdies and an eagle so far. Would love to birdie this final hole, which fortunately is a par 5, playing 560 yards, stroke index 4. But what a fantastic course, guys. If, like me, you do like watching the pros live on the TV when they're playing these fantastic PGA Tour events, and want to go and check out a course, you certainly won't be let down with TPC Twin Cities Absolute fantastic course here in Minnesota. Huge fairway there, so that swing line wasn't never going to have an effect on our ball there. 250 yard, oh, 9 mile per hour wind. I don't think I can make that, and I'm itching to take it on. Look at the detail behind the green as well. What a fantastic finishing hole. This is actually one of the best finishing holes I've seen in golf on this game. So we are going to just try and find the fairway. It's going to leave us another pitch. But this 10 mile per hour wind should hold us up and hopefully take us round to the right and just see if we can find this narrow strip of fairway here. Decent execution. Oh, it's travelling beautifully. Hopefully it sits on the fairway. It does, and I don't think we could have placed that better with our hands. Might even be a flop shot. No, pitch shot. 58 yards. 12 mile per hour wind. Anything right of the pin is going to be a straightforward putt. So just lofting this up. We are going to allow the wind to take us around. Yardage wise should be good here if we execute this well. The lob wedge seems to sit down really, really quickly. We've got to the right of the pin. Oh, get in. Oh, what a touch. A genius that is, guys. We've had 3 or 4 poor pitch shots, but we've persevered with them and managed to execute that one, and we do finish with a birdie, and with that we are walking away with the 3M Open Trophy. That is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you've not yet done so, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.